Hello, and this is Shannon of Ebonygeek45. And while I was doing my tutorials, I was thinking at the beginning of when I started this, I just threw the Linux users out to pasture, I guess, or some people might say under the bus. So, what I was deciding to do is go ahead and show them as well how to install Codeblocks. And I may even do one on, I'm gonna do one, this one that I'm doing is for Xubuntu, which is Xubuntu. And I may do one for Ubuntu, or Ubuntu, or however you would like to pronounce that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. And one thing I like about Ubuntu is that it has multiple windows. And I know that Windows 7 does have their thing, but you know, I just like Ubuntu and Ubuntu, so let's get to it. Okay. Now, the way that I saw to do this, and please comment to me if you think there's another way. I'm still new to using Ubuntu and Ubuntu, so I really, repositories and stuff confuse the heck out of me. But I will figure it out sooner or later, and it's all a learning process. But how I found to do that is, if you follow along with me, if you're on Ubuntu or it's all kinds of Ubuntu's. So if you can follow along with me, just follow along with me. And what I'm going to do is click the icon in the corner for the applications menu. And I'm going down to systems. And I'm going to click on Synaptic Package Manager, and it's right there. And I'm going to put in my password. And this is my laptop, and I just see that my laptop works way better with Ubuntu than it does with XP, which is what came with it. Now, while I was talking, our window for our Synaptic came up, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna type in code block. And what I did for you guys is I actually uninstalled it and reinstalled it just so I could try to walk through it with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check everything here that's related to code block, because you never can have too much. Okay, so I'm going to check this one, which is the development files. And then I'm gonna scroll down. Yeah, I got it all. So once that's all checked, I'm gonna click apply. And then when this box come up, you're just gonna click apply again. And then you're gonna have your applying changes window pop up, and it's just your terminal output. It's showing what is going on. And some people like to watch it, some people don't. If you don't, just click close this dialog after the change. Well, wait a minute. Close this dialog after the changes have been. Well, I guess you have to watch it. Well, I wouldn't suggest closing it out before it's done. See, I'm talking like this because I never closed it out. I'll just rather, go to something else or just sit here and wait. But what I was saying is my laptop was running real sluggish and very slow with XP, which is the package that came with it. So after a whole lot of frustration and all that, I just decided to research on what I could use. And that's it's done. Okay. I'm gonna finish my story real quick. So I decided to go with Xubuntu. Ubuntu was a little bit too much for my laptop, and so I went with Xubuntu, and it has been running great, way better than XP. So in any case, since we've successfully applied all changes, we can close the window now. So we're gonna close it. Okay. I need to do some software updates. I'll get to that later. Okay, so at this point, your Codeblocks is installed. And you could check that by clicking on your applications menu again and going to development. And there it go right there. So this is for Linux Ubuntu. I'm pretty sure it works with the other Ubuntu's. I I am going to, because I do have a portion of my hard drive allocated to Ubuntu on my regular Windows system too. So it's, half Ubuntu, half Windows 7. So I think I will do a tutorial for that too. But I'm thinking that it's the exact same thing. And when you click on Codeblocks, this is 10.05. And like I said, I think for Ubuntu and Ubuntu it's the exact same thing, but hey, might as well go ahead and go through it with that too. Now, when you get your Codeblocks window come up, it pretty much look like the other. Only thing about this is that the difference is that all of this window has popped up, and then you got all of this stuff here, and let's see, this scripting console, max that off, and you're gonna have to do a little tinkering around with this, normally. And I do apologize. This is probably because I'm on my laptop as well. If you're on a desktop, it might look a whole lot different, but I'm on my laptop, so I understand that, there's not as much space going on with my laptop as there is. But like I said, if it do come up like this, just do some tinkering. You're gonna need this part, you're gonna need this part, and you're gonna need this. No, you don't need that part. um let's see. Normally if you click on that little dotted line, you can move things. So let's try this. I'm going to try to put this right next to that. Okay, I know I need that, and I'm trying not to lose nothing. I just want to bring everything up a bit. And I'm going to try to stick this one right here. And this, don't know what it do. But for me, that's fine. Okay. And then I'm gonna X that off. And I got a pretty good window here. Now, with this, as you can see, we're on my Linux system, we're on Xubuntu, and it looks pretty much the same as what it does on Windows. And I want to go ahead and get my little flag message window up there. And I'm going to do some tutorials on this Linux system because it's on my laptop. And you know what? It may save a good amount of time as far as when you're doing videos. It takes them a while to format the way they're supposed to in order to load on YouTube. So I might, just do a tag team, do the desktop and then do the laptop, and there you go. But For now, I have indeed showed you how to put code blocks on your Linux systems Ubuntu. I will do a tutorial on how to put your code blocks on Linux system Ubuntu probably right after this one. And then I'll get to go ahead and back to our variables on our regular tutorials. And so just go ahead and check it out. I'm going to have a link for Linux and Ubuntu users somewhere over here. And I haven't set it up yet, but it will be there. And I'll probably put it here too so that you'll know, or any new users to know, or anything like that. So if you have any questions, please comment at the bottom, and I think that will be it. And I'm gonna go ahead and close this video with good luck and happy coding. I'll see you with the next tutorial. And if you want to follow us along with the Xubuntu thing, then the Ubuntu tutorial, then that will be the one. I'll see you next time. And if you want to just skip on ahead to the next variables tutorial, then that'll be the one I'll see you with. And have a good day. Bye bye.